Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakat, Kodash, the bonds of the apostles, the bonds of the elders, the great millstone rule well and toss his truth. Much respect to you brothers out there, just preach his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of earth. Tabernacle David, hopeful elect, and the speckled bird, I want to say shalom. Let's get into this lesson. This lesson is kind of a part two to my last lesson. I said I was going to do a part two. It's kind of a part two. All right. As in, the 2/3 are going to be confounded. I covered in the Salakia. I covered in my last lesson how our people, they don't want to listen to the prophets. They want to listen to these lesser luminaries, these celebrity figures, to get their wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which the Lord has set up pastors according to his heart to feed you with true wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and to warn you. Because, a celebrity person out there in the world that's not been given this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, they're only going to give you bits and parts of the truth, and here we're going to give you the raw truth, whether it hurts your feelings or not. And in one of the videos that I did a couple days ago, last week or so, you had a whole bunch of 2/3 come upon that lesson, and they were butthurt. Well, here it is. All right, I was watching the brothers' videos, pretty much about this new plague. I'm gonna say it like that. All right, this new plague that eventually is gonna be issued out. And matter of fact, I'm gonna get the scripture real quick, and watching the brother's video and going into that plague, it pretty much, shuts down your brain functions, and you really turn into a zombie, man. And it wasn't not too long ago, a couple years ago, a year or two ago, if I'm not mistaken, maybe even 3 years ago, you had the CDC, if I'm not mistaken, warn you about a zombie apocalypse. And brothers, and such as myself as well, had dreams about that as well. Whether these people really turn into zombies or they pretty much act like them, okay? Because we understand that famine is going to hit. And, these people are going to really turn into animals, man. Worse than animals, they're going to turn into beasts. And they're going to be craving human flesh, because that's pretty much all that they're going to have to eat. So whether the plague does it or, the environment that they're in, since they ain't trusting the Lord, they're going to go out here buck crazy, man. But I'm going to get the scripture right quick in Revelation 9 and verse 6. And in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And going into this plague, man, all right, where it pretty much shuts down your brain. Let me see. The plague spreads through the air and is highly contagious. Symptoms are weakened, motoric functions, eyes turning white, and the brain is paralyzed. The human dies in 7 days after catching it. All right. So just me speaking as a man, I can only imagine, these people being in a paralyzed state, their brain being paralyzed. The Lord is a king of terrors. He may have you to where you're not in control of your body, man. They have the, what's that show, The Last of Us? It was also a video game. How this fungus that normally, if I'm not mistaken, normally attacks ants and insects. It grew contagious and could affect humans. And don't expect. It's like you expect. Hey, don't be surprised. I'm gonna say it like that. Don't be surprised if something like that happens. Once again, the Lord is a king of terrors. The Lord is Al-Shajah, man. And he made to be feared. People gonna know the fear and terror of the Lord. And it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So that's why we doing these lessons. And you jakes that come upon the comment board, scoffing, or out there on the highways and byways, scoffing, whatever, come across our videos, scoffing. Yeah, don't be surprised if you get the X, man. All right. And also got this right here, the missiles, the warheads. I saw a brother do a lesson as well, if I'm not mistaken, the F-35 jet. Because I know they have the F-22 and the F-35, the F-15, if I'm not mistaken. I got to brush up. I used to keep up with that stuff when I was a lot younger. But yeah, it's F-22 Raptor, before I came to the truth, that was one of my favorite jets. But coming into this truth is like, hey, shoot, forget that, man. The Lord got chariots for us, man. All right, the Lord allowed this man to get this power, so he confound them. But anyways, the Lord has these warheads, and it's another reason why we're doing these lessons, so we can escape this fire, as the Christians would call it, the lake of fire. Hey, the true lake of fire is these nuclear missiles that's going to hit mainly Babylon the Great and other various parts of the earth. And while it's hitting Babylon the Great, best believe there's going to be also earthquakes. And the man of the Lord and Yahweh Shai, all right, and the angels are going to be out there, man. All right. The heathens are going to be thrown into slavery, man. You have one dude come onto the comment board. You won't put that white man's book down. And I had to go into, how is this the so-called white man's book when it prophesies his judgment? His own judgment is in there. All right, he's the only nation that is not promised mercy. All right. And I got in the last lesson, Obadiah 1 and 18 on down. Jacob's going to be fire. Israel going to be flame. And the Esau going to be stubble. Just roughly paraphrasing. As you see right here, inside of it, it's really the devil's tactics. They tell you what's going to happen before it happens. Part of the witchcraft. But, it's our job to filter it through the scriptures, filter it through the spirit, and blow that trumpet and warn our people. So that's why we doing these lessons, man. We had this one appear to be Eve saying that we ain't saying nothing. Hey, your celebrities, the people that you look up to ain't saying nothing for real. They ain't warning you about these times and how to escape it. We telling you to serve the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Shah, reverence him, reverence his name. And, if you're a man, you get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. As Apostle Torah would say, get your 6 months in and you teach what is taught. All right, but, Jake, you so-called have these Jakes out there that's in this truth, that's procrastinating. Hey, this is not the time to be procrastinating, man. Hey, you better get on there or you're going to get left behind. But as it says, the Plague X will be the final solution to depopulate 6 billion souls. See that? That's part of their plan. This is the devil. All right. And a lot of you 2/3, as a brother Taziar had pretty much did a lesson on it. Hey, you 2/3 are through. All right. A lot of y'all going to taste this Plague X or whatever the Lord has in store for y'all. As you see right here, 2024 is the year of the one of the new world order. All right. So if y'all in that party nigga spirit, man, y'all about to be confounded, man. All right. Y'all about to be confounded. All right, let's go back to that. It's a backdrop. But let's go ahead and get some scriptures. Joel 2:1, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. All right, tremble goes into fear, man. All right, this is something to fear because really at the end of the day, this comes down from the Lord. All right, the Lord puts his spirit upon these heathens to create these weapons of war. All right, whether it's Esau, Edom, or another nation, whether it's even Jake, man. All right, whether it's Jake as well. It says Moab right here. Whoever the Lord puts the spirit upon, that's the Lord, the King of terrors, to take out you niggas. All right. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai cometh, for it is nigh at hand. It's nigh at hand. So this is not the time to be playing around with the Lord. If you got this wisdom, you heard this word, hey, study up, get your 6 months in, teach what is told. If you feel as though you don't have all the knowledge, make sure you preach what you know and ask the Lord for wisdom. And the Lord's going to give you more and more wisdom. As you read in the book of James, the Lord's going to give you more wisdom. You ask for wisdom, the Lord going to give you more wisdom, man. All right? You're going to be able to cover all topics, man, for the most part. All right? So don't use that excuse, I ain't got all the wisdom. The Lord will expound upon your wisdom, man. Give you more talents. All right, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and strong, there have not been ever light. There shall not be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. So, these are the days that we're warning you of. This plague X, those that do not take heed to the Lord, all right, Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Speckled Bird being our people that look like the heathen, but their lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob through their father's side. And his spirit bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of power. These lessons, it quickens your spirit. You understand that you can call upon the name of the Lord. All right, you're most likely a Jake. But yeah, the times that we coming into, man, it's darkness, it's gloomiest. All right, those days of happiness are going to be no more. But only the elect, right, through these gloomy days are going to have joy. The sun is going to be shining upon them because the Lord is going to take care of them, give them provisions. Okay. Isaiah 62 and verse 6, this is our job. This is what we're doing. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye make mention of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, keep now silence, and give him no rest, till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And that's our job, man. So that's why, brothers is constantly putting up videos, day in and day out, all right? Doing these videos, making our calling election sure. That's a horrible way to die, man. Let's see, the Moab scientists create a mutant blank that attacks the brain and has 100% kill rate in mice. As they admit there's a risk it spills over into humans, and they already plan for that to happen. All right? And so, if you don't fear the Lord, which a lot of these Jakes do not fear the Lord. They say it with their action, they say it with their mouths that they fear the Lord, but with their actions, it's far from the Lord. All right, and as I read in Revelation 9 and 6, they're gonna seek to die, man. That's how bad it's gonna get out here. Rather get tortured, rather they taste these plagues, they're gonna seek to die. And the Lord gonna keep their body in, they soul in their body, man. Instead of sending them up to the upper room, he gonna allow you to feel that pain. So fear the Lord, man. Fear the Lord. Proverbs 30 and verse 11, there is a generation that curses their father and does not bless their mother. As you see, within our people, a lot of these new age Jakes, man, they're extremely disrespectful. You know, they're extremely disrespectful to their elders, their mothers, their fathers. Right? This is the worthless generation that we living in, man. Verse 12, there's a generation that are pure in their own eyes and yet is not washed from their filthiness, man. You see? Because Jake is out here twerking it up, wicked as hell, dancing with, twerking it up in the stores and dancing in, places that they shouldn't be, doing all types of wickedness. Sleeping with their brothers' wives, all types of wickedness, man. All right, upholding rainbow. It's like, yeah, I shouldn't say rainbow because rainbow is a beautiful covenant from Yahweh Bashim Shah alphabet. All right, because it's sad that they turned the rainbow into a symbol of abomination, man. When that was a beautiful covenant from the Lord. So Salakia, all right, alphabet community, man. Got Jake upholding that, saying, man, you can do what you want, man. And do what thy will spirit. All right. There's a generation whose teeth are as swords and the jaw, teeth as knives to devour the poor from off the earth and the needy from among men. That's Esau, man. All right. Creating these plagues to attack the population. That's their MO, man. To get rid of 6 billion people. That's part of their plans. And they put that right up in front of you. But Jake, Jake don't want to take heed. Jake don't want to listen to these videos. Even if they post it up on the news, Jake, 2/3 of Jake still won't take heed, man. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and verse 10. But the godly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteousness and forsaken the Lord. You see that? Since they have forsaken the Lord, they're going to taste this horrible death, man. Whether it's from this plague or whether it's from the Lord. Esau, Edom sword. Hey, this is part of the Esau, Edom sword, man. All right. He has plans to get rid of you Jakes. And since you Jakes don't want to fear the Lord, you neglect righteousness. Okay. You're forsaking the Lord. You don't want to listen to this truth. You love smooth, buttery words. That's why E is your best friend. You're going to taste that death, man. As we get right here, Proverbs 24 and verse 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. You see that? Wisdom is too high for a fool. And a lot of the wisdom that we spew to our people, that we give to our people, Salakia, all right? A lot of times it's basic, man. All right? It's just the basic. But, they drowning on the milk scriptures, man. They drowning on the milk topics. And Jake loved wickedness. And that's why he's now out there on the highways and byways, man. The true wisdom is out there on the highways and byways, the chief concourse, all right, of places, man. That's where the true wisdom is. See the man of the Lord out there on the highways and byways giving the people the knowledge, all right. Just, the water y'all by Shemel Shah for us taking heed, man. If you taking heed and doing the work of the Lord, the water y'all by Shemel Shah, because you be out here looking stupid like these niggas, man. Like the brother did a lesson on, man. All right, let's see. Proverbs 23 and verse 17. Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be in the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah all the day long. You see that? Because we watch our steps, watch our tongues, man. Watch what we do. Because we fear the Lord, man. We ain't trying to get jacked up. Once again, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. By the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Or if we paraphrasing the scriptures. You know, this man is getting into his bag to get rid of a whole bunch of people. But the scriptures speak of, which Jake, if he knew these things, he will have peace. He will have comfort. Scriptures speak of in the book of Job while he's eating, the Lord shall reign upon him. So while he's pretty much getting his plans together, pretty much got a lot of these people with the MOTB, hipped up, the Lord gonna reign upon this man. All right. He ain't gonna be able to enjoy his party. And it says, let not thy heart envy sinners. You see? Don't be envying these dudes. Judgment, death, hell, and destruction is going to come upon these dudes in due time. As we read in verse 18, for surely there is an end, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. You see that? So when the end comes, and you put your trust in the Lord, you fear the Lord all the day long, Lord is not unrighteous. He going to remember you. He going to beam you up. He's going to take care of you. He's going to give you that spiritual power. And for the wicked, they're going to be destroyed, man. Proverbs 23 and verse 12, applying their heart unto instructions. Jake is not doing it. We do these lessons. You know, we might even spice up the title so the people can click on it. You know, and only the elect is going to take heed into it. 2/3 are going to get on the comment board and start scoffing. So they have not taken heed unto wisdom and instruction. Matter of fact, since you despise his men, you really despise the Lord, because the Lord is the one that sent us. And our ears to the words of knowledge, and Jake is not doing it. That's why they're going to get caught up with this, man. Verse 13, my son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb which is sweet to thy taste. This is his wisdom, man. His wisdom is sweet. But when it gets into that belly, it's bitter. Because we understand what it costs. We got to go out there on the highways and byways, which you should be looking forward to. All right. But, you know, sometimes you may have to deal with a hard-headed Jake, a heathen that might come up and start scoffing, causing trouble. Okay. All types of foolishness that you have to deal with in your life, man. But at the same time, his word comforts us, and we understand that it's only for a moment. So shall the knowledge of the wisdom be unto thy soul when thou hast found it. Then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. You know, this is why we doing the lessons, man. This man, the Lord, through the Spirit of the Lord, this man's going to activate these plagues and whatever he has set forth for the people, man. And if you're not taking heed into this knowledge, man, you will be cut off. Proverbs 24 and verse 19, fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be envious at the wicked. Don't be envious at these people. Don't be looking up to these people. All right, especially Esau, Edom. This man about to be cut off. This man's about to be thrown into captivity for all his wickedness and for touching the apple of the Lord's eye. For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. You know, what this man is cooking up is showing you clear as day why this man has to be put out. This man is the wicked. You know, just side note, I was watching one of these crime stories. Matter of fact, before I get into that, all right, I was had just got my car out the shop, and apparently I was on like 5 miles until empty. I'm like, man, was they driving my car? But anyways, I had to go get me some gas after I got my car out the shop, and you know, I felt me and this other Jake. You know, we were pretty much on the same page, because this Edomite, he got out of his van, and you can hear his music, man. The Edomite music, you know, their rock music sounding like devils, you know, screaming to the top of their lungs, you know, sound like monsters, beasts roaring and all that shit. Me and this other Jake, we looked, it was like, this nigga right here, man. I'm like, man, you can't tell me that's not no Edomite, man. That's that Edomite music. All right. And then, going back to the crime story that I was watching, these are truly the Edomites, man. These are truly the people of the wicked. This Edomite, he had killed this woman and he pretty much ate some of her, man. I'm like, this is the Edomite, man. You can't tell me these are not the Edomites. And then he, after he got arrested, put on trial, whatever, put into jail, he want to cry, oh, it's discrimination because I'm a Satanist and all. I'm like, these are the people. These are not the people of the Lord. These are the people of the Lord's judgment, man. That's not going to receive mercy very, very soon. These are damn Edomites, man. All right, they worship the spiritual demon Satan, man. They do all types of wickedness. So yeah, these people got to be taken out of power, man. All right. Let's see. I might just end right there. Let's see. But yeah, I believe there. Yeah, I'm gonna just end right there. Yeah, I may do a live stream. But yeah, you play around with the Lord, you're gonna get cut off, man. You're gonna get cut off. You're gonna get caught up with this man's plague, and it's not gonna be pretty for you, man. So with that, Lord willing to edify, and we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahushua Ba'ashim, Rakak Kadash, the ones of the apostles, the ones of the elders, Green Mill, Song, Ruel, and Tarsus Truth, and the Shalom.